Now, the mouth is the only area in the whole of the gastrointestinal tract that we have say over. We have say over 5 things. We have say over what goes in. We have say over if it is devitalized fast food or if it is organic food from Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Whole Foods. We don't have shops like that in Australia, you know. I'm just amazed you go in there and just about buy anything in there. So we choose, don't we? Remember, it's our God-given right. I am the master of my destiny. I am the one that chooses what goes into my body.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're going to explore ways to improve digestive health. Digestive issues can occur at almost any age. They are a major cause of daily discomfort and can lead to serious health complications. As we age, our digestive system becomes weaker and less efficient at processing food. Therefore, improving digestive health as well as overall well-being is crucial. The health of the digestive system plays a vital role in maintaining overall health. Not only is it the body's primary organ for nutrient intake and absorption, but digestive health also impacts the immune system, endocrine system, skin condition, mental health, and is even linked to certain cancers. In this video, we'll explore how to enhance digestive health to support overall well-being, as well as how you can adjust your diet and adopt a healthy lifestyle to bring noticeable improvements to your health. Stay tuned until the end of the video to grasp the essential knowledge on optimizing digestion for a healthier you.
So let's begin. Let's begin our journey. It's 10 meters long, but we will get through it in, I think we've got 50 minutes. It's 10 meters long, so it's quite a long journey. And there are areas where we move very fast. And we begin at the mouth. So we choose what goes in. We choose how long it stays in the mouth. Chew, chew, swallow, chew, chew, swallow, chew, chew, swallow, or chew, 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 until it's almost a cream and then swallow. My husband's very fast. He does everything fast. He drives very fast, but it's all right. I like fast. I was with a man last week and he said, "Oh, sorry, I'm a bit fast." I said, "It's all right. My husband's very fast." Because he does everything fast, he eats a little too fast. And ladies, we should never nag because it never does any good. So what I do at the table, and this is an important part of digestion, is no controversial issues discussed at the table, because that can inhibit digestion. We choose the environment. So when I see it's going down a little bit fast, I just touch his arm and smile. And he goes, "Ah," puts the knife and fork down. Goes a bit slower. So we have say over what goes in. We have say over how long it's in there. We have say over the environment of entry, and we have say over how much goes in. Is it 4 platefuls of food or is it 1 plateful of food? And when we get to the stomach, you will see that the poor old stomach has a hard time when too much goes in. And what you've got to remember is you can eat again in a few more hours. You don't have to eat everything at that one meal. And the last one, the 5th one, is we have say over how often it's going in. Is it going in every 2 hours? Or is it going in with breaks between? And those 5 choices influence the whole of the gastrointestinal tract. 2 things are broken down in the mouth. Another reason why we should chew nice and slowly, so that the brain is getting the messages of what's going to come down. So we can say, okay, pancreas, we're getting a little bit of protein and this coming down. Okay, liver, we're getting a bit of fat coming down. But if it's chew, chew, swallow, the organs are waiting. They say, what's coming? And the brain says, I don't know. It's chew, chew, swallow. What was that? What was that? So another reason why we should chew, chew, chew. So let's look at the mouth. The pH in the mouth, which is referring to the acid-alkaline balance, is an alkaline environment. And there are 2 enzymes that are released in the mouth. and one is released from the sublingual glands just under the tongue, and lingual lipase is released. Lingual lipase is an enzyme that breaks down saturated fat. That's the only fat that this lipase breaks down, saturated fat. So what's saturated fat? Saturated fat is butter, coconut oil, palm oil, shea butter. They're the main saturated fats. Also, another enzyme is released in the mouth. It's called salivary amylase, and its name is ptyalin. I don't think the microphone likes me going over there, so I'll just go very quickly. Makes a noise. It breaks down starch. Starch digestion begins in the mouth. That's why we should chew our breads and our grains and our pasta. Chew it very well, because the breakdown begins in the mouth. Now, I think we all know that the stomach, and we'll be there in a minute, is a very acid environment. And so starch digestion is put on hold in the stomach.
The stomach is a hollow organ with an acidic environment. It contains enzymes and acids capable of breaking down food into absorbable forms. The stomach muscles continue to contract and churn the food. The acid in the stomach denatures the enzyme salivary amylase, halting its activity. This is why properly breaking down carbohydrates in the mouth through thorough chewing is crucial. When food leaves the stomach, it moves into the small intestine, where pancreatic amylase resumes the digestion of starch. The stomach primarily focuses on breaking down proteins and mixing food with digestive juices to form chyme, a semi-liquid substance. Chyme is gradually pushed into the upper portion of the small intestine. As chyme enters the small intestine, the pancreas releases pancreatic juice through a duct. This juice contains pancreatic amylase, which resumes breaking down dextrin into progressively shorter carbohydrate chains. Additionally, enzymes secreted by cells lining the villi of the intestine play a vital role in nutrient absorption. These enzymes, collectively known as disaccharides, include sucrose, maltase, and lactase. Nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream, where they are transported to various cells and tissues throughout the body. Eating slowly and chewing thoroughly is crucial for supporting effective digestion. Therefore, if you are someone who eats quickly, it's time to make a change to ease the strain on your digestive system.
Why is the acid coming up? Well, usually it's because the people are nibbling all day long and then eating their largest meal at the end of the day. Then they lie down, and gravity causes that food in the stomach to push against this. It's not the odd day you might have dinner with friends, and it's not the odd day you don't. It's what you do every day that has an effect on the stomach. Drinking with the meals waters down the hydrochloric acid, so there's not as much acid to break the food down, so it sits there too long. It can start to ferment. The fumes can start to come up. Stress kills hydrochloric acid, so the food's not broken down properly, so the fumes can come up. Because that's a muscle, it's strengthened by core strengthening exercise, and when it tightens, it opens. That's why if someone's stressed, it can open. Magnesium relaxes it and closes it. Everyone that comes to our retreat that's got heartburn or reflux, they go home without it, because we give them breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, tea like a pauper. We give them magnesium to close that, because what are most people given? Antacids. What's going to break the protein down now? So what happens in the stomach? The folds of the stomach, we looked at this briefly yesterday. They are lined with glands, and those glands, 2/3 of them release mucus, and that mucus forms a thick mucosal wall, and that thick mucosal wall is to protect the lining of the stomach from Hydrochloric acid, we looked at that when we looked at the immune system, how it's antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial. What's also released is pepsinogen. Doesn't like me over there, does it? Pepsinogen. Pepsinogen and hydrochloric acid unite and release pepsin. And pepsin is the enzyme that breaks down protein. Hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen only unite in an acid environment, and pepsin will only work in an acid environment. So what reduces acidity, of course, is drinking with the meals. When you wake up in the morning, these enzymes aren't in your stomach. It's not until we smell, think, see food, about to sit down and eat, then the enzymes are released. So the best time to drink as soon as you wake up in the morning.
When you wake up in the morning, your saliva contains a high concentration of the enzyme amylase. This enzyme plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy digestive system. Drinking water early in the morning on an empty stomach helps regulate the metabolic functions of the digestive tract. It flushes out waste products from the body, cleansing and detoxifying the digestive system. In addition to the timing of meals and staying hydrated, proper digestion also depends on how we eat. Eating in a relaxed and stress-free state allows the digestive system to function optimally. Stress can negatively impact the central nervous system, which controls digestion. This disruption can affect bowel movements, cause heartburn, hinder gut immunity, and lead to digestive issues such as indigestion, acid reflux, peptic ulcers, and colitis. Thorough chewing is another essential factor. Chewing not only breaks down food into smaller particles, but also mixes it with saliva, which contains enzymes that initiate the digestion of carbohydrates. This process facilitates easier digestion. The busiest part of digestion occurs in the first section of the small intestine, known as,
and the duodenum has got a lot happening there. Notice that the liver's here, and underneath the liver there's the gallbladder. The gallbladder is a reservoir for bile. Some people say, I've lost my gallbladder. They took it out. I said, I'm so sorry to hear that. They said, so how can I digest fats? I said, it's the liver that makes the bile. The gallbladder doesn't make bile. The liver does. And the gallbladder is a reservoir for bile. So you're still getting your bile. You've still got your bile duct that comes down to the neck of the pancreas. So let's have a look first at the liver. And the liver releases bile. And bile is the enzyme that starts the unsaturated fat breakdown. Remember, the saturated fat breakdown began in the mouth. Sorry, I didn't write. Pepsin. Pepsin breaks down the protein. It's the ptyalin that breaks down the starch. So that's what the liver does. It releases bile that breaks or emulsifies the unsaturated fat. And we've also got the pancreas releasing into the duodenum. And the pancreas releases sodium bicarbonate. And the reason it releases sodium bicarbonate is to alkalize. Sodium bicarbonate is released from the pancreas to bring the environment back to alkaline in the duodenum. Sodium bicarbonate is also in the lining of the stomach, so that if any acid goes through, it's immediately neutralized. Do you know, the more you study the human body, the gastrointestinal tract, the more I am amazed at the goodness of God. in this incredible creation, which is our body. And yet how we take it for granted. Now, the pancreas, it releases pancreatic lipase. And pancreatic lipase further breaks down the unsaturated fat. Lipase is the enzyme that breaks down fat. Lingual lipase breaks down the saturated fat. Pancreatic lipase finalizes the unsaturated fat digestion. Pancreas also releases pancreatic amylase. Now remember, in the mouth releases salivary amylase, and that is ptyalin. And it starts the starch digestion, but in the acid stomach, that's put on hold. And then it comes down into the duodenum, back into an alkaline environment. The pancreas releases pancreatic amylase, and that finalizes the starch digestion. And how happy the pancreas is if you have chewed your starches very well, because that makes the pancreas job much easier. But when it's chew, swallow, comes down here, the pancreas says, oh no, we're going to have to start from scratch. Can you see the hard work it puts on the pancreas? The pancreas also releases, I call them the trypsin brothers. They're two different types of trypsins. And the trypsin brothers, we'll just call them the trypsin bros, they finalize protein digestion. And remember, protein digestion began in the stomach under pepsin, and it's finalized in the duodenum by the trypsin brothers.
The pancreas is in fact the primary organ in the digestive process. This explains why individuals with pancreatic cancer often cannot survive long and may pass away within just a few weeks. Cancer cells destroy the pancreas, rendering it incapable of completing the breakdown of starches, fats, and proteins. Without the pancreas functioning properly, the body cannot absorb nutrients, which is why patients with this condition often require digestive enzyme supplements to help complete the digestive process.
So what does the colon need? It needs 8 glasses of water a day. It needs you to exercise. When you exercise, you increase blood supply to the colon. When you exercise, you massage the colon. The colon also needs fiber. This insoluble cellulose, which is in high amounts in all your fruits and your vegetables, your plants, it gently sweeps the colon. See all the little corners and grooves? And it also stimulates peristalsis, or movement through the colon. So the fiber is vital. And promptly answer nature's immediate call. Got that one? If you don't go when the body says go, you're actually creating a little crisis. Now, we're very glad for this little muscle at the end of the colon that holds it up, so that if you're about to land in a plane and if you're in a traffic jam, you actually can't go. So we're very glad that if you can't go, you can hold it. The problem is people use it nearly every day. Oh, I just want to finish this phone call. Oh, I just want to finish digging this garden. Oh, I just want to finish watching this thing. I just want to finish writing this email. And they don't go when the body says go. And then half an hour later, they go to sit and, it doesn't come. That's because if you don't go when it says go, it can't stay there. It goes back into the last or the previous part of the colon, and yet the water's continually being taken out. So now we've got rabbit pellets and cement. So when the body says go, you got to go. Position is also very important.
The proper posture for using the restroom is to create a 35-degree angle between the upper body and legs, resembling a squatting position. In this posture, the colon remains straight, making it easier for stool to pass through. Incorrect posture causes the colon to bend at the rectal canal, creating a curve that makes stool movement difficult and adds pressure to the anus and pelvic region. Over time, this can lead to constipation, hemorrhoids, or colitis. Combining a fibre-rich diet, staying hydrated, and engaging in regular physical activity are key ways to maintain colon health. By ensuring you respond to your body's natural needs and supporting the colon with healthy habits, you can promote effective digestion.
Well, you can make a lovely little mix that you can put on your fruit salad every morning, or you cut up fruit. It's 1/3 cup of chia seed, and that 1/3 cup of chia seed can be mixed with 3 cups of water in a jar, and you shake for about 5 minutes, and now you've got a chia gel. And you can pour that all over your breakfast, all over your fruit, and that is a wonderful soft cellular, high in the fibre, which gently stimulates peristalsis. And in my book, Self-Heal by Design, there is a recipe for colon tea, and that gently stimulates.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you found the information I shared helpful, please like and share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with my upcoming health videos. Thanks for watching.